Any day. Click, 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 click. Any day. Of course, my eyes are like half open. Okay. Hey, Shermer. Okay. How you doing? Hey, Leanne. How you doing? I'm waiting for Facebook to share this, and it's taking a minute. Because like you do, okay. Crochet Queen. That should be my maybe that should be my name on here. Might not be a bad idea. Okay. Oh boy. Today has been one of those days where I just like chilled out. You know. We're gonna do blue. It's like a teal. Looks really blue on the camera though, and this lighting is weird. It is weird. It is what it is. I don't know who else is gonna show up for this. Can you all hear me? Hold on. I don't know which microphone. right on the end. Okay, I just want to make sure which mic is working. Like after last night, my throat kind of hurts. Hey, Froggy Mom, how you doing? What's up? I don't know if it's this mic or I have no idea what's going on right now, really, is what's happening. Hello to everybody who's here. Naps are underrated. Naps are so underrated. I am all about naps. Just like, yes. Give me the naps. Naps are needed. Yes, indeed. Okay. So we've got the thread. Whatever color you want. I would suggest going with a more standard size of yarn. Something like that. Right? Crocheting is really easy. If you can count, you can crochet. And you've got your hook. Doesn't really matter what size you use because you're just learning. All right? So here's how I was taught to do it. You take your yarn. You want enough string on there to be able to hold it when you start. And also to thread it through your project when you're done. Insert hook. Tighten it down. And then I tie a knot around that just because I do. That's just because that's what I do. So I hold my hooks weird because chronic illness. Most people hold their hook like this, like a pencil. If I do that, I won't be able to open my fingers. So I hold it like this. So you want to take the thread, wrap it around your finger, right? Hold this here. I can never do the sides right. I lose count. Yeah. They have. Oh, I have used breadstick ties and just put them in at the end, and twist them so they don't fall out. And a lot of the time that helps. Okay, so I couldn't use the camera up front, but we'll try to make this work. All right, so you got your hook, and this point right here is where you grab. Hey, Ballistic, how you doing? Right on. This part is where you grab the thread and pull it through your loop that's on your hook. So you go under, grab the thread, pull it through. Really easy. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to do a lot of this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to do 10. This is called a chain, all right? This is the beginning of any project you do. You're going to have a chain. All right, now you have 10 in your chain. Chain 2 more. Now you're going to grab more here, right? You're going to count back 1, 2, 3. So you're on 10, right? So a couple different ways you can do this. Here's how I do it. The top of the chain is what I work through. So I'll put the hook through there, pull through, Now you have 3 loops on your hook. See? Now you're going to pull through 2 of these loops. Oop. This is a really weird way to do this. And now you have 2 on your hook. Grab some more yarn, pull through. See? That's one way of doing it. Or what I usually do, this is how I like to do a good foundation for a project. It's really simple. And this is what I tell people to practice when they're learning to crochet. All right, I took 1 loop out of the chain, right? So I'm going back to the number 10 on the chain, right? So you go 1 and then 2 and go through on the 2. You have, I don't know if you can see it, you have 2 loops on your hook. You just pull some yarn through both of those loops. Boom. And we're going to do that with this whole chain. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it kind of keeps things a bit stronger, provides a good, strong foundation for your project. And I'm trying to slow this down, and it's really hard for me to do this slowly. All right, so this is a chain plus a foundation loop, right? So when you get to the end, what we can do here, 1, 2, and then you turn, right? Bring some on your hook, go to that top loop right here. Wait, here. Pull it through 2. Pull it through 2 again. So this is just really basic. There are a bunch of different, it depends on what project you're doing, but there are different stitches. So I usually tell people to start off with the most basic stitches to begin with. And there's all kinds of YouTube tutorials that explain how to crochet way better than I do. And I don't have the overhead cam, so otherwise I would just start working on a blanket. I highly suggest granny squares, like a really basic granny square pattern. I have to take naps every couple hours, every 3 to 4 if I'm lucky. Wow. If I'm lucky, I get 1 nap a day. So how's everybody doing today? How are y'all doing? Last night was kind of intense, but probably needed. For people that have a really hard time holding on to the crochet stick thingy, there's an egg type thing you can put it over, and it helps with holding on to it. Yeah, I've seen those before. Like if my joints get bad enough, I might have to actually try that. Coming down from last night, right? Chronic fatigue is a bitch. Yes, it is. I'm convinced now that the comment to you and the comment to Jackie was harassment. Not sure which one you're talking about, but there were a couple that were sexual harassment. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I wish I was awake for the chat last night. It was a thing. It was something. I think last night was an awakening for me. I stopped hating him. Now I know he's just very unwell. I mean, hating him doesn't actually help, like you. Like, it doesn't help us, right? I guess just speaking out about it and being brutally honest about it might help. I don't know. The specific gross ones, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have hypermobility? Shelly, tell me to F off if that's too personal a question. What is hypermobility? I'm not sure what that is. The hate just makes me rage. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, I think women just deal with too much shit from men, and it gets overwhelming. I can't even go to a grocery store by myself at this point. Like, not even kidding. And that's a lot of women I know are having problems like that. I know women who will kind of schedule going to grocery stores together in groups because of how men have been behaving. Like, they'll park next to each other, and it's just sad when you can't even move throughout your life just out in the world without having someone try something. And that's on the regular, that's wherever you are. It doesn't matter. It's connective tissue disorder. What I have is is hereditary. It's from the European side of my family, and it's called porphyria. There are different kinds of porphyria, and it does affect your joints, your everything, really. So there will be times when I won't be able to string because I will be in so much pain that I will be curled up in a ball in a dark room. It's best just to leave me alone. I don't go shopping anymore. Today was the first time I went out in nearly 2 months. Yeah. I mean, self-isolation is a bad idea, but dealing with men's bullshit is also just, that thing that women were doing in India with the pink sticks, the pink staffs. I kind of agree with that a lot. Thinking maybe we should bring that over here, I don't shop much, but I'm very alert. You have to be. We all have to be. That's just how it is if you're a woman. So, but I mean, but then men will say, well, you're saying that all men are this way. Well, it's funny. All the women who I know who've been SA'd or R'd, they were not all victims of the same men. So, oh well, I have Ehlers-Danlos due to my Celtic blood, so I fully understand the doing nothing and hiding from the pain occasionally. I don't know what that is, but my thing is the sun hurts a lot. I was not made for being in the sun. So, and I am the palest person in my family, to my knowledge. That affects you standing up and down. That can affect me moving at all. Like what I'm doing right now with my hair, I wouldn't be able to do that I wouldn't be able to put makeup on or brush my hair or anything. It's hard to walk. It's hard to talk because, all my joints hurt. So that means my jaw hurts as well. Which means that it's hard to eat. So it's a thing. I'm actually lucky. Some people who have it can't go out in the sun at all. They get blisters and then they get scars, really bad scars all over their body, wherever the sun touches them. So, yeah, it means I have to be, more careful with things. It is what it is. It was exacerbated from what I'm told by, I was sick when I was younger and the treatments apparently kind of triggered it or made it worse or something. I don't know. I'm not an expert, so I don't really know how to explain that. Well, the illness I had when I was younger is unrelated to my knowledge. And the treatments were pretty intense. And what I went through was not for porphyria. I wasn't diagnosed at that time. So that's why the one doctor I went to thought that the treatments had triggered. I have no tolerance to radiation from, if you can infer. I don't like to talk about it very much. It's like one of those things where if you don't talk about it, it doesn't come back. So I have an eyelash in my eye and it is really irritating. So yeah, yeah, that's part of the reason I try to be really careful, especially now that I'm doing this. And, I feel like I have people relying on me. So I kind of have to be very careful with my sun exposure. Medical trauma is a thing. Yes, it is. I do not like going in hospitals, which makes giving birth to a baby very interesting. I don't want to be in a hospital. I don't want to look at a hospital. I'm glad they exist, but I don't want any of that. So when I go in for checkups, I'm just like, yay. Yes. And I still have scars from, there was one nurse who didn't know how to, I don't know what you call it, when they insert a IV, she didn't really know how to do that well. And I mean, I'm so pale that my veins show up like a map, and she couldn't figure it out. I was like, dude, really? I just got back before my nap, taking my mom to the doctor. They think she has lupus. Man, that sucks. Lupus is rough. I had a girlfriend who had lupus. And, when you have chronic illness, you might make plans, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to follow through with them. And a lot of the time people don't understand that. So, but I get it. So, if we made plans to go to a cafe or something and she couldn't, I would just go grab whatever and bring it to her, Fuck it. F if you do, F if you don't. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've just gotten to the point where this is the way I am. I don't have a choice. Maybe the universe needs people who are children of the moon. I don't know. I don't know. Which, interestingly, in the in a bunch of indigenous communities, that's actually a thing. You don't want everyone who has the same perspective, right? It's kind of a good idea to have people of other perspectives. But yeah, I lost a lot of friends because I would go into automatic behavior and they would tell me things. Well, I wasn't awake, so I missed really important events. Wow. I mean, that's a thing you cannot control, though. I mean, I don't know. Lupus is awful. My aunts had it when I was a kid. I think the world needs people with chronic illness to get the rest of the world to slow down, right? Yeah, because sometimes we don't have a choice in that. We just don't have a choice. Like, I could go get a job working security right now, but I wouldn't be able to be posted in direct sunlight. So that limits my job capacity drastically. Um, and it gets progressively worse as you get older. Um, so, you know. So here I am. Who knows how I'll be in like 10 years? Thought it'd be interesting because there's really nothing they can do. There's no, every time I go into the hospital because there's a problem, they assume that I'm looking for drugs. And I'm like, yeah, I won't take any of that. So good. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. actually, I'm not. Like they just automatically assume I want painkillers. And I'm like, I've tried certain painkillers and they didn't work. So no. You make an assumption that, read my file and you will understand that we tried that 20 years ago when things were like not this bad. If I were to take the normal standard painkillers that y'all take, it would do bad things to me, like physically, health-wise. I can't drink alcohol. There's food I can't eat, I can't wear perfumes or scented things. So, and as of right now, I have coffee and I have cigarettes, but that may not be for much longer. I think the weird thing is I continue to do everything the same. They wouldn't know, so in a lot of ways, I don't blame them, but it's just one of those things. Yeah. Then a lot of people just don't have patience for people with chronic illness. They just don't. And it sucks. Hey, Keebler, how you doing? Chronic pain patients are treated terribly in ERs. Yes. When it comes to a flare-ups and stuff, it's awful. It took me years. Every time I would have a flare-up, I would go into the hospital and be like, you need to test my blood right now. Now, this second. I can't wait hours. Because they were trying to figure out and diagnose what was going on. It took my doctor. He just happened to be there. He was an expert. He just happened to be there walking through, and I got mad because they kept accusing me of wanting drugs. So I got mad, and we know that you guys have seen a small dose of me angry. And he came over and saw it was me, and he was like, whoa. And he got the supplies and whatever and took the blood himself and had it tested right then. That's what it took. And it took me blowing up. It was some good news. My niece got a Gaga modeling gig representing inclusiveness on a clothing thing. That's awesome. Congratulations. There's a lot of good happening right now. We can all be wonky together. Chronic pain and mental illness means I get fobbed off all the time. I don't want their drugs, doesn't touch the pain. Yeah, no. The only thing for me that does anything is cannabis. And it took me years to get to the point of trying that. And it was like a last resort. I was in so much pain. You know. So yeah. That's the only thing that actually, like, it doesn't stop the pain completely, but it cuts the pain down to where it's more bearable, if that makes sense. Like I can handle, I can sort of function. Fine. Yeah, modeling is, once you get used to it, it's actually really easy and it's fun. Well, it was for me, the creativity part of it. And it was fun trying on different clothes and shoes and whatnot. Same though I started smoking as a teen. Yeah, I started smoking late after Katrina. I smoked clove cigarettes before that, but that wasn't like an all the time thing. Some people can't metabolize opioids. Yes. So they don't work for them. Other people metabolize them too fast. Yes. Also, both groups are treated like addicts when they are. Yep. See, my body does both. So when I would go in for dental surgery or whatever, I would tell the doctor, this stuff you're going to inject in my mouth will wear off faster than for the normal person. So it stops pain registering fully. Cannabis, for me, it, like with certain kinds, there's certain levels of pain, right? So if I'm at a really bad point, it'll only cut down the pain a little bit. Yeah, there, but kind of distanced. Yeah. Yes, I did. I modeled in my early 20s. Late teens, early 20s. Like very late teens. I think I was like 17, 18, something like that when I started. It was fun. Women, models can be really catty. Gotta watch out for that. Totally on sat here with a smoke on the go. Right. It's a red thing. Yeah. Seems to be. Are you a natural redhead? Yes, I am. Although I'm going gray. So this light bit that you see here, that's gray. It's not blonde. I have weird lighting. I have gray hair. my hair is going gray. Dental anesthesia is a problem for me too. I'm a redhead. I'm a metabolized lidocaine too quickly. Yep. I hate dentists that won't listen. Yeah, this last dentist I went to was amazing. He looked at me and he's like, "You're a natural redhead, huh?" And he's like, "Oh, I got you. He, like, I didn't even have to tell him. He already knew. He was awesome. Novocaine for me takes forever to set in. Then I'll be frozen for sometimes into the next day. Damn. They've started procedures on me even when I've told them no, it's not ready yet. They never believe me. Damn, that is fucked up. That is fucked up. That sounds. It's common in redheads, rapid metabolizing in certain drugs. Yeah, so I have a double whammy of weirdness, right? So, it's my body's weird. Is what I'm saying. Shelly, really random question. Can you bend your fingers back? What? Like what? Like that? I'm kind of bendy, but I'm too experienced in some of the issues. Yeah, that's good. Docs like that seem rare, so I try to educate them whenever I can. Yeah. I had one tell me my eyes didn't change color. Like when I get like rip roaring angry, my eyes will look green. And he got me rip roaring angry, so they turned green. And it's just the way you're. Um, I forget how you explain that, but they don't actually turn a different color. They just. I woke up in dental surgery before they were mid yanking out a tooth. Oh Lord, that's not right. That is not right. They wouldn't put me under for my dental surgery. If you go back and look at the first video, and like the first video is like on this channel, the lower part of my face is swollen because I had just had really intense dental surgery. So I had to relearn how to speak and just all of that. No pressure. Um, Chasing the dog out of the room, right? That's. Mine get bright green when I cry. Yeah. I just had a dentist treat me that way. He wouldn't believe me. It took multiple 3-hour appointments of constant stopping, starting before he gave me additional injections. Doctors need to start listening to people. You know, many of the best doctors or doctors and dentists I went to were women because they would fucking listen. This last dentist was, he was getting up there in age and was very good at listening. I have similar issues with anesthesia due to, Danlos. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's proved interesting. And it is. My eyes turn black when I'm mad. I swear to God, my grandpa's eyes, he had hazel eyes, and I swear his eyes would turn red when he was angry, and it was scary. I only saw him angry a couple times, but man, put the fear of God, goddess, and every friggin' thing else in me. I've heard too many black-eyed children stories. Oh, those stories are creepy. Hey, because if I see a child outside my house that needs help, my natural inclination is to go help, right? I'm naturally terrified of having a redhead because of all the complications I've experienced in my life. I rapidly metabolize all opioids and even most antidepressants. Wait, that sucks. You're okay, Ballistic. We're kind of used to that here. I mean, it happens often. It's all good. I don't think all redheads have the problem though. Yeah, it seems that I've known redheads who didn't have that reaction. So, Specs, what is your favorite sport? Oh, joy. Not all, but it's a scary proposition nonetheless. My dad is the same as me. It's definitely a thing in his family. You can get a test for it. Yeah, I do believe there's like a gene or something that indicates that. So, at one point, I had a doctor's note that had the information on it for if I went to a dentist, just to expedite things, Dad isn't a redhead, by the way, just carries the genes, right? I get you. I was told my veins are thick like a redhead's. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think mine are. All right. Learn something new every day. Having doctors from the past back you up helps so much. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And he even I don't know what happened to that. I might have to see if he'll send me a new one because it went into how if I had a flare up, I wasn't there for drugs, just all the things. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of sad that you have to even bother with that, but if I have one and it's bad enough that I actually go to a hospital, that means it's really fucking bad because I hate hospitals. My veins are hard to get at, but I haven't heard that. Huh? Yeah. When they try to put an IV in me, the vein walls are tough, I guess. So, no clue how true that is. Huh? Well, if anything, that means that a cannibal wouldn't, maybe it's a little bit of protection for you. Yes, I have a very dark sense of humor. Yeah, if I can avoid it, I will. I'm to the point of thinking, what's even the point of me going? Because it's such a rare thing, my, type of illness, that the fuck are they going to do? Nothing really. So cannibal would spit me back out, right? Sean P. Stay off the drugs. Okay, dude. It's funny that I haven't seen you all here before the live stream last night. It's interesting. I think most trauma survivors have a dark sense of humor. Yeah, well, in my family, we all kind of have a dark sense of humor, but it did, yes. They know fuck all about chronic illness or complex disease. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Hi. Do I know who you are? If I know who you are, text me. Send me a message on Facebook or something. Because, I'm Scottish, dark twisted. Yes, man. Some of the Scottish people that I have met, ooh, funny and new and inventive ways of telling people off. Which I'm wholeheartedly here for. What is this even doing? Well, I do have friends that come on here and family, but if you know me, message me. You don't want to. It's funny because all the people I know would have no problem. Let's see. I'm absolutely twisted. It's funny.
Yes, baby.
Check your messages.
Facebook?
No, text messages. I also have an incredibly. Yes, Shamir.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll get on top of it.
Yeah, babe, go speak with Shamir in the Discord.
Okay.
I also have an incredibly mean side. Yes, can confirm. I keep her in chains though. She only gets to come out during certain times. I don't believe in chains for that personally. That's just a me thing. I love telling people what to do in weird ways. I'll be polite to the suspected troll until I'm told otherwise. Right. Oh dear, black eyes and chains. Wow, you got some interesting things going on over there. I have my sweet side. I mix very much. True. Irish, Eastern Europe, and so on. Yeah. Yeah, on the Eastern or on the European side of my family, we have something known as a blood feud that can go on for generations. Like very not forgiving people. And in the indigenous side of my family, also very not forgiving. Very. I feel like we're going to hear a story about Tina in one of these days in creepypasta. That might be actually kind of cool. I just spit out my Gatorade. I don't know. That'd kind of be interesting. Blood feud. Yeah. Blood feuds. Yes. Blood feuds are no joke. There are people who've like spent much of their life in their house because they're afraid they'll be killed. So, not even kidding. That part of my family's kind of crazy. Not actually crazy, but like just do not make them angry. Because they only really get angry if somebody does something really bad. Do you know what I mean? It's those kind of people. They're just chill, really nice people, right up until you do something really bad. You should write a novel based on it, dude. I don't know. That might be interesting. I'm Scottish, Pictish descent, and Irish Celtic. Oh, and Iberian, as our ancestors came from there. I've not met half my family as there are generation-long grudges. I'm kind of not surprised by that. Like on the white side of my family, there's a whole section of the family I've never met and don't even know their names. Like they decided to say some messed up things and whatnot. So, like I don't even actually know the whole story. So, I'll just write in the comments, no, that's just Tina. She's cool. Don't make eye contact. Don't move fast. Don't make eye contact. My dad's from Ireland, so I haven't met anyone from his side of the family. Wow. Well, I have family, just my family's spread out all over the place. So, you know. And then a bunch of them are in the military, so what Why? That's weird. What? I can never do an Irish accent. I don't like to try to do accents because I know I'm gonna butcher it. I just know. I don't even try. I'm Irish and German. Right on. I spoke to my aunt accidentally while trying to find a preschool for my daughter. We didn't know she even existed. Wow. Yeah, I had part of the reason there was a disconnect between groups in my family. There's a lot, but one thing was one person on the other side of the family was stealing people's identities for identity theft and financial fraud. There was some shit. I still don't know fully everything that happened with that, but super green eyes, and when I'm angry, they glow. Yeah. Oh. So your creepypasta incarnate is what you're saying. I'd almost like to see what my eyes look like when I get angry, just to know. Yeah. What is it? There's something about the capillaries in your eye or something, or I don't remember the terminology, but it's just interesting how, high emotion has a physiological effect that you can see with your eyes, So it's interesting. Actually, I might go look at that live stream from last night and see if, because I got pretty fucking angry at one point. Maybe see if I can see what color my eyes look. Apparently, I have a death stare when I'm angry. Yes, I do that too. Yes. I've been told that I've scared the fuck out of some grown men just from being angry. Yeah, the security firm I worked for, we had that one guy who lasted there for one day. He was there for maybe 4 hours, and he started being all sexist and misogynistic with me, the person who was in charge of like payroll and scheduling and all that shit. And I got angry. I didn't get a chance to say anything because my boss was right behind him and fired him like right then. He didn't even have all the paperwork filled out. But all my guys were like, they just gave me space the rest of the day. I was like, that's probably a good idea because I am angry at men right now. I have an English accent most of the time. Pure Scottish comes out when I'm angry, though. Right. Someday I will make it to fucking Scotland, man. I was so close at one point. I'll check back in the SS's and see your eyes are glowing. I wouldn't be surprised. I was, at one point, I got really, that was actual anger and disgust. And I don't remember who he was talking at with that when he said stupid or whatever it was that triggered the anger and the rage. But whoever it was, I'm sorry. He's never going to say he's sorry. He's never going to mean it. So I'm sorry that was in my chat. But, so that was insane. I just got a good manipulation. That video could be used for a very excellent teaching tool. Oh, wait, so that was insane. It was a good manipulation. Yeah, that's, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. But I can tell you today I've had a lot of good positive feedback. So come bring the little one might be able to sort somewhere to stay to make it less expensive. Shit. I ain't joking. We've been talking about moving. America's going in fucking insane, is what's happening. I haven't done the DNA test. I haven't found. I know there's one of those things, like Ancestry.com or whatever. There's one of those that where your indigenous line will actually show up. There's one, but I don't remember which one it is. So, and if I'm going to do something like that, I'm not going to do something that would ignore part of my ancestry. Maybe I'll look into that. But I did the 23andMe. Huh. I'm not joking. UK is a bit nuts too. Yeah, I've seen there's a bit of. I'm just gonna say this, and I don't mean to, offend anyone, but white people are kind of nuts. As somebody who's indigenous and white, I think I can say that white people are kind of nuts. I actually don't really agree with the European models of governance at all that much. Somehow it always ends up being like a lord and serf situation, if that makes sense. But yeah, a lot of the DNA test things, I don't know, they're not as informative as they could be. For indigenous people, I mean. And I mean, we've already done the research, and one of my uncles, actually, when he retired, that was his hobby. A lot of work, but thankfully we already had, well, here's the thing. Thankfully, we had names that were remembered, so we could actually do the research. And they were kind of unique names, so that helped. Our society is old school, narcissistic, unfortunately. Yes, it is. Very. Well, my older family members tell me we have some Indian, but I guess they can't test for it, so I don't know. I'll have to do some research and figure out which one it was that actually seemed to work, and I'll share it with y'all. I remember learning from you that there are better companies to go through to find out if you have indigenous ancestry. I plan to look into that because we did expect some traces. Yeah, a lot of people in America, up in Canada, all over, really, have indigenous ancestry to a degree, and it's across the board, black, white, whatever. A lot of people. You wanted to, any advice here? Therapy. I'm not a therapist. I can't, we can, Shermer, do you by any chance have the link to the suicide prevention hotline? I don't know if I have that on. It's not bad to share that, though. That would be a good idea. I used to have all those numbers memorized, but it's been a while. My daughter only knows half of her genetics. It can be problematic. Yeah. Makes me sound like I don't know who my kid's dad is. Her dad's adopted. Ah, yes. That's why a lot of people are getting those genetic tests done because of adoption. And in indigenous communities, you have things where children were forcibly taken, removed from their families and adopted off and or sent to boarding schools or who knows, right? So, so for a lot of people, it's hard to trace back, when you don't know what your family is, even. How do you trace your family tree? Like colonization is some shit, and it has far-reaching ramifications. I mean, typically churches don't have, like preachers, ministers, etc. usually don't have the knowledge to be able to really counsel someone the best way. So, but if you go to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, they can help you with resources. Yep. I used to have a file and it had all of the numbers for stuff in it, and that's one of them I used to keep. Not only that, but IVF doctors who have abused their position. Yeah, ain't that some shit? Just saw a documentary about that. Another one. Oh, it made at least 60 kids, if not more. Jesus, that is a lot. That is messed up. Steven. Okay, are you someone I know? Because we've had trolls going on. Are you Hatter? I can't tell. It's embarrassing to always be the only one who couldn't do a family crest or history report. Yeah. The families were horrified to discover their children were living so close to half siblings. Oh yeah, can you imagine? White people are weird. There's shit they will do. Just saying. How you doing, Hatter? I'm just making sure that Steven is in fact Hatter because I think we've had some trolls on here because, after last night, some people get butthurt and have to send trolls about. Oh, I have a new thing that we got from the Grands for Mother's Day. It's soap. Oh, it smells so good. I could sit here and smell this all day. Legit. Like, wow. So good. Look at it. It's got it smells so good. I feel bad that y'all can't smell that. So on Marcus's next day off, I'm taking a long bath with the yummy soap. How you doing, Hatter? What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know. Hold on. I can look it up. Will you ever drop StreamYard for a conversation with your followers? I don't have followers. I have subs. I would rather not have followers. I mean, maybe under certain parameters and not for abusive douchebags ever. Because I have chosen not to subject myself to that, and that is my choice. And as a grown sentient human, I have every right to make that choice. And if people don't like it, they can go suck a bag of dicks. I no longer have any care or concern for abusive people. I'm not gonna waste my precious time. Let's see, they have a website, so do we have, I don't know, I'm not sure if we have a troll infestation or not. It might be but it might be actually somebody who does need help. So I'd rather err on the side of caution. They have, wow. Okay. So this is I don't know if y'all can see that. Finchberry.com. That's the name of the soap. Let me see. They have soap bars for your like zodiac. I might have found a place that I need to maybe, well, if I'm not allergic to it. You're coming from a good place. Okay. Just a baby one. Weird thing about soap, if you make soap, 16 ounces of fat rendered makes about 21 ounces of soap at 3 ounces. A 3-ounce bar, $2 a bar, is $14 a pound for the byproducts. The fat in our food is worth more as soap. Wow. Why do people go online for relationship advice instead of going off your own experience? Because some people who are in abusive relationships don't realize they are in abusive relationships, and they need that validation to understand that, yes, in fact, if they're being treated like shit, that is abuse, and that can be really helpful to someone who is being beaten half to death on the regular, to know that they don't have to put up with it. This is not relationship advice. This is advice to keep people alive. So that would be why. I'm trying to see where the ingredients are. Hold on. Just wondering what it's made of. Cranberry. Oh, hey. What? Hey, Kim. Sleep good. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Perhaps not everyone has the same experiences, right? Why not go to instead? What? Why not go to family instead? Some people don't have that option. Some people literally do not have that option. Because social isolation is a thing. Personal choice, yep. Not everyone has family, yes. Not everyone has family, so they can talk to, or a family period, yes. Some can't go to family. I couldn't, right? Look, this is why. And that's this is not necessarily relationship advice. This is just, if sometimes when you're in an abusive relationship, you need someone to be like, hey, if somebody's verbally, emotionally, psychologically abusing you, here's what it looks like. If I'm describing this to you, then you're going through it. You're in it. Yes, you're. It's actually wrong. You shouldn't be treated like this, and it's abuse. And sometimes that can be a catalyst to help them get out. That's why. These days, social isolation is bigger than ever. Yes. Also, some people are afraid to make it worse by doing that. Yes. Can you trust your family? You might not be able to trust your family. You might have been socially isolated to the point that you can only interact with the abuser's family, and they're going to stand up for the abuser. So how to deal with trauma is different for everyone. It depends on what the trauma is. There are a lot of factors. to that therapy. Trauma therapy in particular is really good. Most people are stuck in this sunk cost. Hatter, are you drunk? Because I'm not sure what this right here, I'm not sure what that says. Trauma is complicated. Can't trust my family. They were my first abusers. Right. We'll put that right there. Renegade honey. What are the ingredients here? Purified water, oils of organic olive, organic coconut. Huh. All right. Sounds like they're using a lot of natural things. Yeah, so this channel isn't about necessarily about relationship advice. It's not I'm trying to teach people how to deal with stalkers, show people what abuse is, in fact, break it down for people. First time here. Yeah, I saw your comments in the stream from last night, and why I didn't allow a certain person on my panel. I think that was abundantly clear why, because I won't tolerate misogynistic, sexist, abusive assholes. So I think Stephen means that when you're with someone abusive for X amount of time, especially if children are involved, one rationalization ends up being, we've been together this long. Yeah, we need to get over that shit. Abuse should not be tolerated. Why do women and men stay with their abuser? Well, that's also complicated. It's very complicated. A lot of the time it has a lot to do with not being able to financially move away. Right. I'm having letters flip on me tonight, y'all. Just so you know. I just realized with sunk, it didn't, I don't know. I get why not now and reply. Yeah, I have very strict rules, That and I wanted what he said to be written in text. We could screenshot all of that shit, and then he can't come back and say that he didn't say whatever, or that he didn't say it that way, or that whatever. Like he can't, he said what he said in a text. He didn't get to interrupt me as I'm speaking, speak over me, steamroll over me speaking, verbally abuse me. He didn't get to raise his voice to me and yell at me. He didn't get to do any of that. None of that. So fuck him. And when I say fuck him, I'm giving his words back to him. So all good. I have issue with numbers, just numbers. It's odd. Yeah. Numbers can flip on me too, though. 3s can turn into 5s. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Abuser, brainwash their victims. Yeah, it is. It is. It's more of it's like a combination of brainwashing and breaking down their inner sense of self-worth and everything else. A lot of context is missing. Wait. What? Hey, Mary Supernova. Hello. I saw your link in Ren's recent community post and thought he was trolling, but this is definitely important stuff to know about. If it was trolling, he was accidentally right. I'm grateful to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here too. I'm here to help people fully understand what abuse is, sexism, misogyny, and then there's stalkers, and that's a thing. And then humanize the victims of violent crime. So there's a lot. My ex-husband had everyone around us believing he was good and I was messed up. Yep. That's the nuts or sluts thing. You were nuts. To make him look better. So then no one would believe you. So then you're more isolated and you have fewer resources to leave. That's what that is. Oh, the chat keeps jumping. This is the kind of place I need to be in tonight. This is why I'm here. I have had a couple girlfriends murdered in DV situations, and the last one, her name was Addie Hall. She's the first video I did on this channel, and it was because of how she was slut shamed and how she was treated after she was murdered. She was blamed for her own murder, yeah, it made me angry. So I decided to do this, and we have snippet videos on here that break down and explore different aspects of abuse with domestic violence and all that. And I have goals. We're going to start selling merch hopefully soon, and part of that is there's going to be merch for missing and murdered Indigenous women. That money will go to that organization, and then there are 3 things I want to help support. 4 actually. Missing, murdered Indigenous women, domestic violence shelter. There's one in particular. LGBTQ plus youth, and Black Lives Matter. So I have a mission. If this channel ever becomes monetized, we're going to be trying to help. Wait, hold on. The chat keeps jumping. Give me 1 second to catch up. We do our best to be incredibly informative. Yes. I love to help women who have been abused. You have to have a lot of training to do what I do. Gaslighting is very damaging. It made me feel my only out was putting a car in a tree. I survived, and I'm stronger now. Yeah, it does though. It does. It's hard to work with abuser case of what they've been through, because of what they've been through. Yes. Yeah, I'm great. I'm glad everyone who has been in an abusive situation is still here, because it's almost a miracle. Like your chances of actually getting out and living afterward is, it's not always what happens. And for me, every, girlfriend of mine who was murdered in DV, it was when they were leaving. That's when they were murdered. So, yeah, and, I keep saying on here, if it's that prevention hotline or the DV hotline or RAIN or whatever, they will sit with you for hours. That's what they do, right? So however long you need, they will help you. The mother of my child was gaslighted by her parents and tried to do it to me. I mean, if her parents were abusing her and all that, she may not have even realized what she was doing. And that's, domestic violence can have far-reaching ramifications. See you later, Leanne. Thank you for being here. They say that's the most important or most dangerous time in a DV controlling relationship. Yes. Yeah, it is. Yep. I lost my stepsister to DV 10 years ago, and I never thought I'd end up with a man who did the same to me after that, but our son is 4 now. It's so hard. Yes. Yep. It can happen to anyone. So 2 decades later, she finally told me a couple of weeks ago I was right. Yeah, I mean, when you're in it, it can be hard to see it, right? And abusive people can have horrible effects on people's lives. So if her parents were abusing her and she didn't realize it, that had an effect on her life and your child's life, right? So sad, very sad. If I would have stayed, I would have. After I left, I made sure I was never alone for months. Yeah, it takes a while, to feel even moderately safe, if that makes sense. It takes a while. Well, then you should call that prevention hotline and talk with them. And they may have resources in your local area for therapy. Like there are resources out there that are free or on like a sliding pay scale. You just have to, like, most people don't know they're there, so they don't know how to connect with that. Because they're not really broadly advertised. Is this from now, Shermare? And this is why we need to stand up to the shitty behavior presented in our society. It's a cumulative issue. If we don't deal with it, it'll be worse for those that come after us. Oh, yes, that's part of the reason I'm doing this. Call the prevention hotline. They are more trained in this than I am. So I would say call the prevention hotline, the suicide prevention hotline, and, so yeah, okay, it's hard to type like this. That's what I'm thinking too, Shermir. If mental health became a society topic, a lot of crime wouldn't happen, I believe. I agree with you. I agree with you. Instead of just having cops go to on these calls where they really shouldn't be there, like if you have a man who is autistic, non-communicative, you don't really need a cop there. Maybe a cop for just in case, but like really what you need is a mental health care provider there. That's what you need. And I've been saying this since I was a sheriff's deputy. I'm like, when I have someone who is schizophrenic and off their meds, and I actually know them, and I know they're a very good person, a very kind, loving person, but they're off their meds because the meds were too expensive and they couldn't afford them. That's not a person that needs to be criminalized. But a lot of people who have mental health issues end up being criminalized and ending up in like jails and prisons. And this is another reason I quit the sheriff's department. They are treated, it's like a horror movie. And I do not agree with treating people, someone who just needs mental health care, as if they're a criminal. It pisses me off to no end. You know what I mean? Like, I could sit here and rant about that like indefinitely. If yeah, make the call. They'll sit with you for however long. You know, that's what they're there for. That's what they do all day, every day. I've known several who worked at the hotlines, and you know, good luck getting them to meet you out for coffee or something, because they were almost always working a lot of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you call law enforcement for help and instead what they do is harm someone, it's all about the priorities, though, right? I keep saying this. What are our priorities as a culture? Is Stumpy around too? Which one is Stumpy? I don't know. Using your advice, I finally accept my challenges now. I mean, especially with the plague and every fucking thing else, it's like it's been 4 years of we must have opened a tomb we shouldn't have fucking opened and now we're cursed or some shit, right? There's a lot of shit on my mind that I'm going to be doing videos for that I'm like, probably everyone in this country, maybe possibly even the world, needs therapy. Just all of us. Everybody. And you know, for indigenous people, for Asian people, for black people, for women, it should be free. White men, you have to pay for it. If you're rich, you pay for all of it. You know, if you're poor, sliding pay scale or something. I don't know. I'm just talking and irritated. You know, when you're a strong woman who has reached the point of not giving a fuck what abusers think anymore, and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. I do not care. If you don't care about how you hurt people, then why the fuck should I care about telling you you're hurting people? Like about how you feel about that. Like, why should I care about how you feel about that? It's messing with everyone's mental health, everyone I know. And just about everyone I talk to. I feel like because I played with a Ouija board as a teenager all the time, that now I live with the consequences. I mean, if that's how you feel, you can, as a witch, you can fix that. I'd have to look some stuff up, but shit, I know people here who practice voodoo who could help you with that real quick. If anyone ever charges you for help, they're spamming, just so you know. If you ever, Yes, we have a Discord. Yeah. Yep. It's a pretty cool spot. Everybody's pretty chill. Depends on how you used it. Caroline has some interesting thoughts on the Ouija board. Yeah, it does depend on. It depends on how you used it, but also how you feel about it too. Because how you feel about things does have an effect on a person. So, a Ouija board is not inherently evil. That's, society says that, but and then too, there's a lot of holdover satanic panic stuff, and that whole, if you do a Ouija board, you're gonna talk to Satan. Why? If Satan is so powerful, why? What? That makes no sense. I never closed anything. There's not a time limit on that though. You can do that now. And there are different ways of doing it, and you don't need the actual device that you used or whatever. I mean, you could light a candle, stand up, say, I closed the circle that I once opened with the Ouija board back in the day, and then blow the candle out. Magic is all in your mind. Magic is really just electricity. The brain, the human brain, runs on electricity that runs throughout your veins. We all have electrical currents in our bodies. Electricity never dies. This is my theory. This is my, how I feel about it. But but that's how I feel about it. How do you feel about it is the thing. And then there are some paths that say you don't have to close a circle or close a Ouija board or whatever. I don't know. I think it's good to have an ending to something. That's just me. There are 13 people here. Hello. How is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is okay. If y'all wouldn't mind liking the this live stream, that would be cool. When you're ambidextrous and your mouse is only for a right-handed person, it's irritating. You you just explained more to me about it that makes sense than I've gotten anywhere else. Oh, well, you're welcome. Yeah, Ouija boards are not inherently evil. They really came into popularity during the spiritual movement back in the day. But they've been around for a while, you know. Like a black veil has been over me. Grab you some lavender. And there are certain other things. We can start off with just lavender. Seriously, just lavender. Like dried lavender or whatever. And put it in like a pot, right? Something that is okay with flame. Light that lavender on fire and then kind of put it out as if it's incense, right? And just let that smoke go through your house, right? Open all the windows and doors first. Open all the windows and the doors. Then do the lavender. And there are other things you can use as well. You know, and just let that smoke go throughout your entire house. Carry the pot through your house, right? And have intention in your mind that you want that black veil lifted. Visualize it in your mind. Then when you're done, close the windows and the doors. Now I'm double sure this is the kind of place I should be at. The energy work stuff is really interesting to me, and your voice is really relaxing too. Thank you. That's what I'm told. I didn't realize that. Really weird shit has happened with Ouija boards. Yeah, I had a weird experience with a Ouija board too. Not gonna lie, it was weird. I've been listening to Mr. Ballin, so I will steal from him gently tap the like button. I'm gonna have to go look at his videos. There's just a lot to learn, and it's hard to know what info out there is good and not. I mean, part of it is, you know, doing what you feel, doing what feels right to you. You don't need a bunch of stuff and to go buy a bunch of shit and whatever. And all the different books are written by different people who have different perspectives. Learning what different like plants and whatnot do is a good start. So I use lavender eucalyptus oil every night for sleep. Yeah. I actually don't wake my fiance screaming up. I don't wake up my fiance screaming in pain or screaming in my sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Lavender has been known for ever that I know of for being for having healing properties and like cleansing and whatnot. That's why a lot of people used to plant, was it lavender and something else by their front and back doors and like, you know, the gate, the entrance to their garden or whatever, like so yeah. And there's, you know, was it lavender? I'm gonna have to go bone up on my sage. Yeah, sage, certain kinds, what is it, white sage might be going extinct because of overuse. So that's why I'm saying lavender instead of sage. So, you know, I would recommend to people, like, I had family who grew their own sage, so I would get it from them. But now I'm probably just going to switch to lavender. And then what is it? There's there are other. That's going to irritate me now. There are other things that you can use to help cleanse your house. Shit. I guess I'm going to have to look that stuff up again. But yeah, you know, if you're feeling that way, you're probably feeling that way for a reason. You know, I talk about that on the channel. Don't invalidate how you feel to yourself, right? There's no reason that you can't you know, take action to make yourself feel more comfortable and feel better. Back in the day, it grew on the side of the highways. Yeah, lavender. Yeah, yep. There's a lot of stuff that was really useful that used to grow, but now they do weed killer and all that everywhere. So I don't know how prevalent that is anymore. Sadly, I love lavender, lilac, all that. Um, um, yeah, I don't know. I need to get back into that because I used to like to make my own like incense and all that stuff. Might get back into doing that at some point. Hold on 1 second. Oh wait, is that a video? There's a list of smoke-free alternatives to smudging. Yeah, smudging, actual like smudging is indigenous, and a lot of indigenous people are like, please stop, using something that is actually a closed system, a closed ceremony. But cleansing a space that's been a thing that humans have done throughout history, just everywhere. Right. I wonder if we can, hold on, let me see if I can. Copy. Now I haven't watched these videos. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. I haven't watched these, so I don't know how good they are, but which one is it? Okay. Thank you to Sharemare for finding these. Scott Cunningham, incense oils brews. Yeah. I think I read that book, but it was a long time ago. Oh, they're just websites. Okay, hold on. How much do the colors of candles really matter in your experience? If I use an orange candle when a red one is recommended, or if I only have white ones, could it affect things significantly? No, it's all about your intent. It's just like if you're praying. So no, what really matters is what your intent is, what you're thinking of while you're doing it. Now, things can help you go through the process. Can y'all see me? Okay. Now there are some things that are kind of used by indigenous people that I probably will kind of not say. Oranges, yeah, right. I remember that one. Oranges are good. Black tourmaline mist. Okay, you're gonna see some things about like crystals, using those to like cleanse water and whatever. Don't ever put crystals in water and then drink it. Don't do that. Crystals gonna have toxins in them that can kill you. That's not a good thing. Not in the creepy way. I hope not, Hatter, because but if you can see me in a creepy way, you better bring margaritas for Marcus. I'm just saying. Y'all were funny that night, by the way. You're like a bunch of mad scientists running around with that. It's always funny when you're like the only sober person and everybody's kind of tipsy. So yeah, key lime margarita. See, man, you suck because I love key lime. Okay, love key lime. Come up in here talking about key lime margaritas when I've never actually had a margarita. Thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a lot. Man, go ahead and tease me with that shit. Someday I might have to just try it. Discord is confusing. Sharemare, can you help Ballistic Rollo some kind of way? I don't know how to do that, actually. That's kind of why I'm asking. If you don't mind. I'm gonna just stay in the scary YouTubes. Okay. Our Discord thing is not scary, though. We're actually pretty chill, like we are here. Man, key lime pie is so good. It is so good. Now I want Marion berry pie. Right on. Man, it's so weird. Back in the day, we didn't have like cell phones and all this stuff, and now they're everywhere. Cherry pie. Y'all are evil. Can you come sit for a minute so I can run to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Hi, Daddy.
I will be right back.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, my baby.
Hi, everyone.
Hi again.
Hi, more people.
Daddy, can you make a chocolate cake?
Can I make what?
A chocolate cake.
Okay. Apparently, you have to make a chocolate cake now. Hi, Shamar. Hi, Tina. Hi, Ballistic. Hi, Steven. Hi, everybody else who's in the chat.
Daddy, I'm getting the flower.
I see you have a lot of fun. How's everybody doing tonight?
Tonight,
Hi, Mary.
Mommy.
Mary Supernova.
Mommy, Supernova.
Yes, Supernova.
Supernova.
We're getting there with the pronunciation. She's got all her toys, and it's almost bedtime for her. I'm good. Just got done playing games with a friend on their stream, so that was fun. Cards Against Humanity, haven't played that in a minute. And now I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between moderating and the game, and now I've put the little one to sleep soon. I know, she's literally the cutest thing in the world. Come see. Let's show everybody more of your cuteness. Come see. Ooh. Big bucket of toys. Whoop. You okay? Okay. Hey, hi.
Hi.
Oof.
Look at me, Daddy. I'm mixing some.
You're mixing stuff.
Yeah, but I'm mixing a sack of cake.
So did everybody enjoy their crocheting lesson today? So you missed the crocheting lesson today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. And I miss Mommy, too.
Mm-hmm. You've had mommy all day. What do you mean you've missed mommy?
But
She is definitely still full of energy, but she's fighting sleep.
it's Mommy. Dad, it's Mommy.
Yes, it is. Down, down. Go,
Down.
put your toys up.
Toys
Put
up.
your toys up.
Oh boy. Let me back up a little bit. We were talking about cherry pie and ice cream. I'm just saying. Glenn and friends YouTube vid on the key lime pie subject. What? I'm allergic to cherry though. That's not even right. That's not right. So is my fiance. Damn, dude, I'm thankful that I am not allergic to cherry pie. That would suck. Cherry pie, hot, and vanilla ice cream, yes. Yes, ma'am. I'm 2 hours away from all this goodness. What was she up to? Yeah, baby girl is amazing. She's amazing. She's used to having me all to herself. So for her, when I'm back here live streaming, she gets upset. She's full of energy. Yes. I wish I had that much energy. I really do. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical. Our cleverness hard and unkind. Yeah. The final speech from the great dictator. I take antihistamine before eating cherry pie. Well, I mean, at least you might be floaty while you're. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might be able to eat, possibly, I might be able to eat fish that way. If not, it's a severe reaction. Yeah. Man, allergies suck. They just suck. So yeah, with crocheting, it is super easy to learn. And you know, yarn is inexpensive, the cheaper stuff. And yeah, highly recommend if you need to de-stress. It's a good de-stressor. Ooh, what's that? Yay.
You don't even know what's in it.
No, I don't, but I'm saying yay anyway. Ooh. That was probably really loud, and I'm sorry. We have the world's squeakiest door right now. We need to re-oil the hinges on that door.
Over there.
Thank you, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I really don't understand Discord at all. I have no idea what's happening. So yeah, tomorrow I might take tomorrow off from live streaming, possibly just to get some research done, and I didn't even get to finish the actual topic of last night. So I told my fiance I have a bone to pick. He doesn't have a stick to bippity boppity boo all the dishes clean. Told him it's rude, right? Remember to frantically flip the like button. That's that is funny. If you can't work it, I have no chance. Wait, what? Which part? So I think we're right at baby girl's bedtime. I've never used Discord yet. I'm 32, but I have no idea. I'm 47 and I just started using Discord. So right there with you. I saw how I hacked how to get millions of likes on a YouTube video. What? People do that? Why? I don't understand. I actually do not understand that. Wait, nope, hold on. It would be cool if Facebook would. Facebook is just frustrating and weird sometimes. 11 watching, 11 likes. Wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. Okay, I have to put the. Oh,
Heyo.
hold on. Every time I grab this thing, I push a button. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yay!
Okay, cool.
Sorry, my cat is turning me into a nest. I mean, always. That's what cats do. That's why humans exist. It's just to be beds for kitties. We provide them with food, clean their litter, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're a cat person. I'm a cat person, really, but really I'm just an animal person. So if an animal's hurt, I'm gonna more than likely heal it up. The Canon uses unpublished video and audio clicker.
Auto clicker.
Auto clicker? I don't know what that is. I don't know why. What?
It basically, like, you hold down the mouse button, and instead of doing one elongated click, it sets it up to where your computer registers that one elongated click as multiple clicks for as long as you're holding it. That's an auto clicker.
I don't understand. I mean, what do you gain by doing that, though?
There are some games that you benefit if you can increase your tap speed or your click speed.
No, but I mean, what do you gain by doing that for your channel or whatever?
Oh, I have no idea.
So Hatter's on here.
Hey, Hatter. How you been, bud?
Yeah, I don't understand people who like buy. I guess apparently you can buy. What was it? Subscribers, likes, views, all that stuff. But then
Oh yeah, the bots.
I don't get that. I would rather. I hate the term, but I would rather grow organically. I guess I don't know. It seems like cheating to me. It just seems like eventually people will find out and. I don't know. I don't understand people sometimes. A lot of the time. I can't type, must go to sleep. Night, awesome humans. Night to you too. Sleep good. Thank you for stopping by. The auto clicker is used to like and dislike your video repetitively. When you have an under run of dislikes your video, it zeroes it out. What does zeroing it out mean? I guess maybe then it doesn't come up in the algorithm or something, maybe. That's weird. So then if somebody has a giant platform and everyone is butthurt at you for something, too many ways that can be misused. I have to go adult and cook dinner and do dishes. Oh, fun times. Well, have a good night, Tina. Thank you for stopping by. We're probably going to jump off here in just a minute. I'll PM you the video. Okay. I'm not going to be doing any weird things, but that's just weird. People do weird shit. How was the game? What was it? Cards Against Humanity thing?
It was good. It was fun. Lots of laughs, lots of inappropriate humor and dark humor.
I mean, that's the game.
Typical Cards Against Humanity. Apparently, Sean does not like that game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would think you would like that game. That's weird.
No.
Well, you know. All right, I might go make some TikTok videos. It's going to be an experiment. I'm going to see how this works out. And it's baby girl's bedtime. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for the likes and interaction and all that. I appreciate everybody. Yeah. I might take tomorrow night off and try to do some other things. We have stuff we're working on right now. So we're going to probably have a bunch of updates soon. So yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing all right tonight. Hydrate, all that good stuff. You have the right to say no. Your no should be respected. We should have a t-shirt of that. And
It's funny you say that because I'm working on t-shirts right now.
yay, I need a coffee cup. I need a coffee cup. Have a good evening, Tina. I'll be a little more than a cat bed soon. Yeah. Yeah, we're happy you stumbled by too. Thank you for stopping by. Tights Girl Naughty. Hello. We're just closing the stream down, actually. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, hit all. We have all the social medias, and we'll be on again Wednesday night for stream. And we have a bunch of streams you can rewatch if you like. There was something else I was going to say. Did I forget something? I keep getting distracted.
I don't think so.
Right. All right, yeah. So if you're on TikTok, we will have videos up over there soon too. So yeah, we'll see you Wednesday, and hopefully have some updates. You all right, babe?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. All right. Thank you for stopping by, y'all. Bye.
Hey, don't forget, real quick, that if they're not treating you right, they're not respecting your nose, and you cut them off, you yeet them into the sun like Black Felicia.
Exactly. That's what we were forgetting. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sharemare, for being such a great mod, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.